What's up, everybody? Tobin here, 5M Family Homestead channel. Water on. How's everybody doing? It is a blistery 100+ degree day here in North Texas. And I figured it's been a while since we gave y'all just a general update on the homestead. So I figured what better day to do it than when it's 100 degrees outside. So here we go. Skylar still thinks there's something in that pile right there. And there might be. Haven't moved it yet. Skylar. Skylar, come here. Come here. Come here. What? 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 She always likes that. She's always kind of like licked at her face. I don't know, it's kind of something weird with her, but there's no, she's got something on my glasses. She never bites, she just kind of like licks all over your face. Let's go down here and check on the pig first. I don't think we've shown him in a while. Yawning. He ain't been doing nothing. I don't know why he's yawning. He's growing. He's been eating a lot. He's eating good. As you can see, we got his pen watered down. Let's check his water. It's about half full. So, on a recent video, we asked you guys to tell us names for him. And we've had some really, really good ones. But the one I think we've settled on, so the kids started calling him Slinky, and they still want to stick with that. But so we're gonna give him a name that one of the subscribers suggested. And I don't remember who it was. I apologize. I could go back and look through the comments, but you know who you are. Their suggestion was naming him Kevin Bacon. And we thought that was hilarious. So his name's gonna be, his given Christian name will be Kevin Bacon, and then his nickname will be Slinky. And Kevin Bacon is doing good, eating good. He's definitely more active than our last pig. Even at this age, our last pig was not as active as he is. He's you come down here and he's always moving around. This is the first time in a few days I've came down here and he was actually laying there, but it's pretty hot. So, but yeah, so he's doing good. We do have a slaughter date set up for him. I'm hoping we can get the weight put on him by that date. It's going to be at the end of October. If not, we'll push it back a little bit if we have to. So let's go over here. I need to check the water for the chickens real quick. Our little chicken jail, still hanging on to it. It's kind of ugly looking, but it does the job. Let's see if I can tell. That water's full. With it being so hot, Shanna has started leaving this little door open. So when the chickens go in there to lay, they, you know, they have a little air that can get in there. There's the Easter eggers. Should be 4 of them. There they are. It's funny, we bought them at Tractor Supply and they have stayed together. And they pretty much go from underneath my trailer over there to over here on the other side of the shed. The two of the shady spots in the yard. The big chickens normally hang out down here underneath our back porch. So, and I don't think those Easter eggers want to hang around them because they're kind of an established group of chickens, so they kind of stay together and they go back and forth. Looks like they got on a grasshopper or something. They were over there all kind of fighting over something. So guys, we mowed the yard the other night and we had a ton of grass clippings. And normally we put them in with the pig, but we don't really need them right now in there, so we just kind of piled them up right here. I don't know what we're gonna do with them. We may just throw them over in the garden and spread them out to keep the grass from going in there. Speaking of the garden, let's go over here. I said it before, but we have lived in this house, I think, going on 5 years now, and we've had a garden for the last probably 12 years, but the 5 years that we've moved in here to this house, I think we've only had one really good year where our garden did good. We've had hailstorms, we've had late freeze, early late freezes, and just all kinds of issues. So, and this year has been no exception. With all that rain we had in the spring, our garden just never really got right. And by the time it dried off, it started getting hot, and we just have not had good luck at all. So we planted some stuff in these tubs right here that we bought at Walmart. This one tomato plant is the only one that's doing decent, and it's still doesn't have much growing on it. Our cucumbers back over here, they look decent, but they're not putting out anything. And that's about all that has lasted. And then our corn, of course, it died off on us. We planted strawberries back over here. They never did anything. So last year we planted, for a fall crop, we planted some lettuce and I can't remember what else we planted, but other fall plants, and those did pretty good. So I'm just kind of thinking we're gonna pretty much scratch the garden, try to get it tilled up real good, and then try to get some fall stuff planted here before too long. That's kind of the plan. We'll go over here and check on the silkies. So little Cotton's doing good. Where'd he go? There he goes. He's gotten really brave, so he can fit through these little holes in the fence, and he's been getting out real far away from his mom, and hoping that the bigger chickens don't try to mess with him at all. We haven't seen them do it, but I don't know. I hope that one of them doesn't catch him or her out, and kind of stomp on him or anything. So there's not much we can do about it. We can't keep him. I mean, there's so much of that fence, we just can't keep him out of there. So Skylar, what are you doing? Come here. Come here. Well, of course you're sneezing, silly. Now you're gonna go back in the house and you're gonna get grass all in the house. So if y'all don't know, we've left our pool up since we put this pool up a little over a year and a half ago, I guess. And we're planning on leaving it up until it's time to replace it. Shanna filled it up yesterday, and the boys start school tomorrow. Our daughter Sarah's homeschooled, but the boys start school tomorrow, and I think we're getting a pool here in a little bit. All the big chickens, like I said, I don't know if you can see them, but they're up underneath the porch there. Shanna keeps this fan right here going for them, and then a water right here for them. And then we fill this pool up over here for Skylar, because if she's out here very long, she gets really hot because she runs all the time. So we fill that up, and they like to drink out of that better than anything. So they normally will walk over here and get a drink over here. So let's see if she'd lay down in there. Get in there, Skylar. Get in there. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. We'll come out here sometimes. Like I said, when we let her out, she runs and chases cars and everything, and she gets really hot really quick. And you'll walk out here, and all you'll see is just her head sticking up out of that pool, and she'll be laying her whole body down in there, cooling off. That water inside there is hot. Look at that big old thing. See if I can catch him. Lost him. Skylar, move. Skylar. Skylar. Psst. 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 Only bad thing about those metal pots to use as planters is they dry out really fast. So if you don't water it every day pretty much, they'll start to wilt. I guess it probably, I'm assuming that metal probably attracts heat and they're not very deep, so those two things combined are what's causing it. So I'm not gonna steal Reed's thunder, but we gotta walk through here anyway. So he upgraded his fish tank, fish pond, and he got a new phone. He saved up for him on his own, and he got a new phone, and he videoed it. So if he has the video out, he has a little channel as well. If he has the video out, I'll put an iCard up right now. If not, we'll share it when it comes out. So, but that's what it looks like.
There's a dead June bug in there.
Yeah, I saw that.
What do other people call June bugs something else?
That's what we call them, June bugs.
Yeah, I wonder if anybody from different states calls them different things. I think they do.
Never heard them called anything else.
June bugs.
So this is his old pond. You can tell he made a net. He tore apart one of his backstops that he said he didn't use anymore.
Which is not true.
Uses a net. I don't know if those fish, I think they'll run up at the side and then they'll shoot up out of there. So anyway, he's letting this tank, the water calm down and dechlorinate, and then he's gonna move the fish from this one into that one. So here's the part about the mistake I made. I killed all of our worms in our worm farm. So what happened to the worms? When we got the kit for the worms, it had these little trays that go at the bottom of the legs, and they're designed to keep ants out. And I thought, well, that's kind of weird. I mean, would ants actually eat worms? But I guess they will. You know, if you watch our videos back when right after we got the worm farm, the worm composter, we put it on our kitchen table just to get it started, and then we moved it out here. And after we moved it out here, we've been checking on it pretty regular, but Reed came out here a week or so ago and said he didn't find any worms in there. Well, a few days after that, I came out and opened it up, and there's ants all in it, and there's no worms left. So the ants have eaten all the worms. So it was a total loss. So I think what we're gonna do, and there's still ants in there, so I'm gonna put some ant poison out, kill them all. We're gonna just dump all that soil and everything probably and just start from scratch. Bottom line to this story is we're not very good worm farmers. We let our worms die from ants. We watch Hidden Heights, I'm sure just like y'all do, and on one of their recent videos, Rachel actually fed the worms raw eggs, and that killed them. So
we just want to be like Hidden Heights.
yeah, we weren't trying to copy Hidden Heights by killing our worms. It was a pure accident. But and they're so far up here on the concrete, which is funny. I mean, there's concrete all around them, so I don't know where the ants came from. They're coming from back behind it on the wall somewhere. So, but they're gone. I feel bad. We'll start over. We will rebuild our worm farm. So on one of our recent videos, you saw that we moved this building. If you haven't watched that video, go check it out. It was a family effort. We actually pulled the building up the driveway out here, spun it around, and then brought it back in. And I explained why on the video, but and we did all that for taxidermy season. I explained on that video also that we have a side business, we do taxidermy. We've got a few more projects coming up related to that, so y'all stay tuned for those. We'll probably be bringing y'all along on those. So, babe, do you have anything to say? Reed just got home from his friend's house. They've been fishing and tubing. Reed, you have fun tubing?
Yeah.
Good.
I have a terrible headache.
Yeah.
Because Texas came back with a vengeance, like I told you guys.
Yeah.
It is hot.
Very hot.
It is, I think the heat index is like 110 right now, which is hot. It doesn't matter. It's the humidity. I read today because the south winds are really strong right now, and it's pushing moisture from the Gulf, and it's increasing the humidity, and that's the hardest part. It's
Yep, very, very humid. Yep, so.
Hey everyone, it's Shanna from the Five and Family Homestead. Today I am bringing you a quick and easy back to school dinner recipe. If you haven't already heard, we're collaborating with a few other channels, and they're going to be uploading recipes, and we're going to be uploading recipes, kind of quick ways to make dinner, especially when we're getting back into the swing of things when it comes to school. If you go to our channel and you click on playlist, underneath there it will say quick and easy back to school meals. We will upload all of the other channels that participate. We'll upload their recipes and their video into that link. It'll be a fun way to see kind of what everybody else is cooking, as well as get new dinner ideas. I know I'm in a rut with dinner, so I'm excited that we're doing this. We want to thank Farm on Route 66. They uploaded their playlist yesterday. She made sausage tortellini soup, and it looked so yummy. I cannot wait to make it. So we want to thank them for participating, and as channels upload their recipes, we will put them in the playlist, so you guys just keep checking back. I'm excited to see the different meals that we come up with. Today I'm going to be making something in my crock pot. I love my crock pot. It's super easy. I can dump it in the morning, it can cook all day and be ready in the evening. Mine is called slow cooker kickin' chicken pasta. We like a little bit of spice in our family, so, and this is a fairly new recipe, but it looks delicious and we're so excited to try it. And I'm going to give you guys just the ingredients that you need, and then if you'll look down in the description, you'll get specific measurements for everything. So let me show you guys what I got. So you'll need a crock pot, obviously. You'll need chicken, breast or thighs. We prefer chicken thighs, so that's why they don't look like chicken breast, I guess. But you'll need 4 or 5 of those. You'll need a half of a onion diced. You can add more if you'd like. Minced garlic. I buy this stuff already minced, because who actually has time when it's supposed to be quick and easy to mince actual garlic? You'll need crushed red pepper flakes, basil leaves, tomato sauce, chicken broth, lemon juice, taco seasoning. Now, the recipe calls for Frank's hot sauce. I'm not a big fan of Frank's hot sauce, so we're going to use our tried and true, our yummy that we love, taco casa hot sauce. And then linguine, and then there's supposed to be cream cheese, and it's right here. I just hadn't put it with the ingredients. Almost all of this will be dumped right now, and it will cook for, I think they said 6 to 7 hours. And then at the end, we add the cream cheese and the linguine pasta. So I will show you guys as I'm dumping it in, and then we'll let it cook, and then we'll come back when we add the cream cheese and the linguine. Okay, so I'm going to dump my onion in there. I'm going to put my basil leaves. It calls for, I should have opened this before. Sorry, guys. It calls for 1/4 of a teaspoon of dried basil. I'm gonna go ahead and add a 1/2 teaspoon. I think basil gives it a lot of flavor, so we're just gonna do that. Just sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm gonna do the same for the the crushed red pepper flakes. It calls for 1/4. I'm gonna add a 1/2 also. That doesn't really, I don't think that's what's gonna add as much heat as the hot sauce is, so we'll just use that. And then we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. So This is a half a teaspoon that I'm measuring with, so I need 4 of those. Lemon juice. And then I'm gonna use an 8 ounces of tomato sauce. I only have a 15-ounce can, so I'm just gonna kind of do half of that. And then I'm gonna use 2 cups of chicken broth. One. That's probably really annoying listening to, isn't it? 2 cups. 3, it calls for 3 garlic cloves, guys. Whew. Garlic cloves. And I'm gonna think there is like a equivalent to when you mince it, like how many cloves to mince it is teaspoons, I don't know. So I'm just gonna use a teaspoon of garlic, minced garlic. Surely that's enough. Of course, you can always add more to your liking if some people like garlic. My family does, as long as it's not super strong. We added the onion. I'm missing something. Oh, the hot sauce. So it calls for a 1/4 cup of hot sauce. And I think that might be a little bit too spicy for my family. So I did probably, I don't know, 3/4 of a 1/4 of a cup. I don't even know if that's an actual term. But I think that's going to be less spicy. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover this and we're going to cook it on low for 6 to 8 hours until the chicken shreds easily. And then we're going to come back, and when we do that, we'll add the linguine. I will give you a little tidbit, guys. The recipe actually calls for you to break up the linguine and put it into the crock pot and cook it. That, for me, seems like it takes forever to do. It just takes a while. So what I usually do is I'll boil the pasta probably, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes until it's, what do they call it, al dente, a little bit soft, and then put it in the crock pot to let it finish cooking. Otherwise you're going to be waiting forever, and that's not the purpose of a quick and easy meal. So probably, you know, 5 or 10 minutes before I want to add it into the crock pot to finish cooking everything, then I'll start the linguine. And then you're going to add the cream cheese. Another little thing that I always do with blocks of cream cheese is I set it out for the day. Because I have found that if you have cold cream cheese, it just wants to clump up, and I don't think anyone, I mean, I don't mind it, but I know my family does, get a big bite of cream cheese in their food. So I leave that out as well. That way it's a little bit softer. I could also buy the whipped cream cheese, or there's another, I think the whipped or softened cream cheese, but I wasn't that smart the day that I went grocery shopping, so now I just have to improvise. So anyways, we'll see you guys back here in 6 or 7 hours. It's gonna feel like it was 5 seconds next time the video comes on, and then we'll see what we need to do next. Okay, so I just started the linguine noodles. I'm gonna try to boil them for 5-10 minutes and get them a little bit softer before I put them into the crock pot. And this is what the crock pot is looking like right now. Okay, so I shredded the chicken, added the linguine. I then added the cream cheese, and I put Parmesan cheese, shredded Parmesan cheese on top. I'm gonna let it cook for just a little bit. I did the noodles like you saw earlier, where I just boiled them for a little bit to kind of soften them up. The mixture when I added the noodles was a little bit runny. So I added the cornstarch water combination to kind of thick it up, and then I'm gonna let it sit here in the crock pot for, I don't know, 30 minutes and just kind of do its thing, and I'm hoping it'll thicken up a little bit. It should, anytime you add cornstarch to anything liquidy like that, soups or roast or whatever, gravies, it usually will thicken. So anyways, I will come back to you guys and show you when we're done what it looks like. Okay everybody, it's done. Spicy, creamy chicken pasta. Spicy, creamy chicken pasta. It did thicken up, which I was hoping it would do. I added some mozzarella cheese as well, because why not? And then Easton put some Cajun seasoning on there. He is obsessed with Cajun seasoning on everything. But there it is, guys. I got 2 thumbs up from the boys. They loved it. Tobin and I are about to eat here in a minute. Quick and easy. Okay guys, so that basically cooked all day. I threw the pasta in, added the cream cheese at the end, and it is delicious. I'm very excited about this meal. It's a similar texture of chicken spaghetti, except it doesn't have anything that chicken spaghetti has in it except chicken and noodles. But I really like it, and it was super easy. And again, look in the description. It will have your exact measurements and directions for cooking it all. And if you guys eat it, let me know. Let me know what you guys think. Again, check out that playlist. We've got a couple other channels that should be sending their recipes in pretty soon, and we'll add to it. And again, if you try their meals, let us know, because we'd love to give them a shout out and kind of let them know how much everyone's enjoying it. So thanks guys for watching. Let us know if you have any more ideas that you want us to cook, or if you have any quick and easy meals that you could suggest as well. So see you guys later. Bye.